Hello everyone, this is Kevin Mange, and this is Kev's TV series. So, now I understand what is the best badge in Kanto. Now we're moving on to the best badge in the Orange Islands. I wish the Orange Islands was a game. I wish it was. If it was, why am I adding this? Is it another place for another gen? No. But the Orange Islands comes in Season 2 and not Johto. If Johto was Generation 2, wouldn't it make sense to go to Johto next after Kanto? Yes, because Johto's like right next to Kanto. But according to the anime, no. Wah, 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 wah. But they do have gems, they do have gym leaders, and they do have badges. That's why they're in. That's why they're in. Even though it's not a game, maybe, I don't know. Could Game Freak finally make a game that would bring out the Orange Islands and then show off Rudy, Sissy, Danny, and the Kumquat Gym Leader? Try giving the Orange Islands the benefit of the doubt, okay? It's best represented if you do take care of all the regions. Although, it may not show up as a game, it couldn't hurt, right? It couldn't hurt. I believe many fans would like that. Instead of it being a ROM hack. Yeah, you heard me correctly. It's a ROM hack game. So, I'm gonna give it to that. Just because it's a ROM hack game, but if Game Freak doesn't do a game for the Orange Islands, I don't think Game Freak has paid attention to the anime. Just because where's the Orange Islands in the games to begin with? Like, I believe we have no idea. But we get the Orange Islands is in the bottom of Kanto. But of how I would treat the anime, I would only take care of Kanto first. And then when I go up to the Pokemon League, would I try to head to the Pokemon League yet? If I'm in the game, I may break the mold in trying to get away from the league, but just because there's a Johto region to get to, and the Pokemon League from Kanto is the only way you could get to Kanto from Johto. But this is just what I would do for if I were in the Pokemon world. So I would use the Pokemon League just not to compete in the league yet, but I will participate in the league. I just gotta face the next set of gym leaders to beat. So when I sneak through to the Pokemon League and get to Mount Silver, the first gym I would want to challenge is according to what's closer. And the gem that's close to Mount Silver is the Blackthorn Gem. After I'm done with Johto, then I would head to the Orange Islands, because that is close to Kanto. So that would be like after I would finally take care of the league after I'm done with Johto. So that's what I would do if I'm in the Pokemon world. Yeah, I may sneak through the Pokemon League, but doesn't mean that there can be another league. Johto does represent right there too as a league. So give that the benefit of the doubt after I deal with the Johto region. And let's see what my Kanto Pokemon can do. If not, I would have to take my 6 Pokemon to Professor Oak and then sneak through the league just to get to the Johto region. And before I get to Johto, I have some Pokemon that would definitely be my traveling companions in Johto until I reach to the Blackthorn Gym. I may be in over my head, but I'm not literally. I understand that this is a gym you cannot take lightly, even though this is the last gym in Johto. So I'm going to go all out, not holding back. That's how I'll take the Johto gym leaders on, even though they may be tough. But the tougher get going, the tougher get going. That's how I like it. I like a challenge. So give me it, Johto. Give me it, if I'm in your world. But this is about the Orange Islands. So, time to get to the best texture of the badge. After I would deal with Johto, I would go to you. Since you're like on the bottom of Kanto, so. The badges, they are the Coral Eye badge, the Spike Shell badge, the Jade Star badge, and the Neville Island badge. I'll just call it that because I kind of forgot the name of the of that badge. Sorry. Anywho, time to see what is the best texture of all. I would have to say this will start off with the Naval Gym badge. The Naval Gym badge. Third place, the Coral Eye badge. Second place, I would say Jade Star badge. The best badge in the Orange Islands happens to be the Spike Shell badge and Trovita. So, now you understand what I'm talking about. About I would tackle on the Pokemon world. You may think I'm in over my head, but I'm not. I want a challenge. So give me that challenge. And let's see what I can do. I'm thinking you guys are thinking I got guts. Yes, I do. But that's what the best of the Pokemon is. The stronger the Pokemon, the better. Oh yeah! Woohoo! So if my Pokemon delivers, let's see if I can earn the Rising Badge first. I think I can. Because of my challenge, and I won't leave the Blackthorn City without the badge. Just like how Ash did it when he had many defeats. Even though he had many defeats. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Stronger, stronger. Yeah! I'm geared up. I'm ready. Bring it on. And that's the end of this video. Hello everyone, this is Kevin Manch, and this is Kev's TV series. So, last week, I talked about the gym leaders in Kanto. Now, it's time for the gym leaders in the Orange Islands. So, if a certain someone can take this as a hint of where this could be, of one of my videos I did in the past, this is a hint to when that happened, to when that other video happened, that happened way back in the past from before. That hint will be discussed later, but this is the point and what I'm trying to make in making this video. So, the gym leaders of the Orange Islands we have is Sissy, Denny, Rudy, and Luana. So same thing with the other ones. When I did the Orange Islands from before, it's just 4. So this will just be as it is, like of how many badges there are, like of how many gyms there are. It's just 4 in the Orange Islands. Many badges in Unova, and many badges in Galar. So they are just what they are of when they come. But for right now, let's talk about the 4 gym leaders in the Orange Islands. But I'm not counting Drake as a gym leader either. He just is the epitome on how to be the champion for the Orange Islands. For Ash, in this instance, he won the Orange League. That's one of the notable leagues he was able to win. The other league he was able to win was Alola. So yeah, there's a league in Alola. Despite there are no gyms, no badges. Turns out, Alola just wants to make sure that there is a league just like in Kanto. So that's how it is. But for the Orange Islands, it's in its own individual class of their own league. You just gotta defeat one person in order to win the league. But I'm not saying there's 5. There is 4. There's just one person in the way in order to win the Orange League. And Ash just did that. So the leagues that Ash was able to complete was the Orange Islands and Alola. So while I'm concerned for Ash Ketchum, he's both the champion for the Orange Islands and Alola. So he has won a league before, yes. Just not in a proper league of how you face off many people to get higher up to win the league. Same thing with Alola. But that was just one thing that Ash was able to do again thanks to the Orange Islands. And which I was glad about. So right now I'm talking about on the reference to the Orange Islands right now. But I'm not counting Drake. Just the 4 before you head to the main spot of how Ash became the Orange Islands champion. Sorry, I'm hearing things over there. I hope you're not hearing them. Yeah, that's kind of distracting. I do hear things from over there. So, on terms of Sissy, Danny, Rudy, and Luana, it's time to rank those 4 gym leaders. Of what comes in 4th place, I would have to say Luana. Even though she may be legit in how a battle should be, the reason why she came in 4th place is because of her personality. Because when we first see Luana, she talks about her kid and thinking her kid was Ash Ketchum. Really? You think Ash Ketchum is your son when he already has a family on his own? Like, what's your last name, Luana? Are you gonna seriously abduct Ash Ketchum away from what family he had? That's just not right even for a gym leader in that terms. She just has her own personality is the case, and I want to take personalities into account as a gym leader. That's what I did for Kanto. So that's why Luana is in 4th place. Like, you're thinking your kid came back, and you're in the thought of, oh no, my kid has returned. Oh, I'm so glad that you're back. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're back. Like, are you seriously gonna do the same thing of how your kid was gone on a journey and thinking that your kid came back on Ash? What's wrong with you? So, that's on Luana. And now for 3rd place. I would have to say that goes to Danny. Of why Danny is in 3rd place, well, there are certain rules that you need to understand of how you would get to a mountain on to get high on the snowy mountain. The rule is you can't use Pokemon to help. Well, when you get on top of the mountain, your Pokemon can help, but at the start, when you're trying to get high on the mountain, of course you would want to use Pokemon to help, but that would just be breaking a rule. Like, really? In a certain situation of if you fall to your death on a snowy mountain, you would want to use a Pokemon to save you. What if you fall to your death, Danny? Would you want your person who took the challenge, and because of how snowy the mountain is, you could lose your grip, you could fall? What if something breaks you fall and you may die? That's something you must be considerate of. I get it that that's a rule that you don't want. But falling to your death, that's why you're in third place. Would kids want to see if somehow this person loses their grip on a mountain and then they fall? What might happen to you? Would you die? Well, maybe. That's why your Pokemon must help. But if that's a rule, and getting that badge, maybe the toughest badge in the Orange Johns to not get. But if you're going to be strict about this, then you're just going to let the other people just let themselves fall. Should they have trouble getting on top. So, yeah, they would want to use Pokemon, but it's not their fault that they did. It's just because of their own safety, because of what might happen if you do fall. So sorry, Danny. I need to take your gym into account on how you run things. In terms of anime, you don't want to die, nor do you want yourself to think otherwise. So, in terms of personality, in terms of gym rules and Orange Islands, those are two things that you need to consider. One, the personality, and two, if the gym is legit enough to take on. So I say, Sissy's gym is definitely legit enough to take on. Nothing dangerous there. And Rudy's gym is legit enough to take on. There's just certain aspects that you must do, like the challenge of shooting darts at targets. Make sure you aim at the bullseye. And there's nothing dangerous there. It's just dart practice on how well you need to aim at taking down your opponent, and then there's a battle afterwards. That's how Sissy and Rudy made it on top. For Sissy, her gym is about. Almost the same thing with Rudy's. You have a dart practice, and then you have a race to finish. And then you earn the badge. So, now you understand about my point on why I think Danny isn't a legit gym leader because of safety reasons. So, safety reasons out. Now we can move on to the next two. We have Rudy and Sissy. So in Leon Jallens, now you get the point on what I'm talking about. The legit gym, the personality, and how they run things gym-wise. In second place, I would have to say, I would give it to Sissy. But this is just on legit-wise. Even though you may have a race to complete and it's like dart practice, there's just no gym match. So if there's no gym match, and if I put Sissy in second place, well, I would just have to say, you can't beat how Rudy sees his version on how he sees things. So, about how he sees things, I think it's definitely legit perfect. As for Sissy, she is legit, there's just no gym match. But they do have one thing in common. They both have darts that you want to take on. Aim at the target and you move on to the next thing, which is a proper gym match. So that's where we see Rudy in his light. Even though there's no gym match among Sissy, you just earn the badge on how well you race and beat the other, and then you win the badge after you do the dart practice. For Rudy, it's a dart practice and a gym match. So I say that's okay for me. But as for Luana, they're both similar, Luana and Rudy, on proper gym matches. I just need to consider Rudy's personality to Luana's personality. That's how they're different is the case. But for Rudy, I say he's okay in my books. And the hint I'm trying to get at? Well, remember what I said about from before? Think about it when I was like, dance machine, dance machine. That's the hint I was trying to get at. On where my Jodo video was. I was on the mind of dance machine, dance machine. That's the hint that I'm trying to give out on where that other Jodo video is at the time. When I was talking about the gyms. I just can't get enough of Rudy being dance machine, dance machine. So like I said, Rudy's okay in my books. He's cool. He's awesome. Who wouldn't deny the dance machine, dance machine? I like it. So Rudy, You're the top gym leader of the Orange Islands. So, now up the Orange Islands gym leaders. And next would be Johto. Later. Hello everyone, this is Kevin Mange, and this is Kev's TV series. And now we're in the Orange Islands. Time to discuss these islands. These 4 islands to go quick. So we have the Trovito Island, Navel Island, Kumquat Island, right, and well, I'm just gonna call it Sissy's Island, but I know that's the first island. But the first island, I would have to say, definitely out of the running. Okay, so now down to 3. Navel, Trovita, Kumquat. Kumquat, third place. And now it's Navel and Trovita. But which one do I think is the better of all? Well, earlier before, it was Dance and Dance and Dance Machine. Dance and Dance and Dance Machine. But that's only because of Rudy. But this time, is that the case? Do you like Trovita a lot? I would say Trovita or Navel I would have to say yeah, Navel wins. Trovita's in second place. So I'll discuss why I think Navel takes first place because of this reason. Why I like Navel Island? Why I like Navel Island is because, well, there's like this large thing that's pointing up. Even though it has this rule that you can't use your Pokemon, I do like this large thing there. Too long if you ask me. But it doesn't go clear out into space. No, it does not. It goes until you see snow. And once you see snow, you would want to make a bobsled and I would have to say it's almost like a mountain per se. And I kind of like mountains a lot. I really do. So, that's why I like about Navel Island. Almost like how I like mountains a lot. So, that is the Orange Islands discussed. And next video, Johto, way out west. I'm thinking of pointing east. Is this west or is this west? I can't tell. Okay. I'm turning my body this way. Am I looking east or west? I'm turning my body this way. Am I looking east or west? I have no idea. Or if I'm confused, then east is forward or west is backward. I have no moral compass here. I have no moral compass here. I'm going side to side. I'm looking forward. Going backwards. Now where am I going? I have no idea. Am I going south? Am I going north? Am I going east? West? My moral compass is turning. My moral compass is turning. I have no idea. But where I was trying to head to was in the reference of Johto. Johto is west of Kanto, close to Kanto. That's what I'm getting at. And the compass perspective. So, that's the end of this video. And the next video is somewhere where west is, Johto is. Where is the compass leading? Where is the compass leading? So, that's the end of the video. I'll see you in Johto. Way out west somewhere. Way out west somewhere. Way out west somewhere. Later.